Hi everyone, welcome back to Hannah's Digital Marketing Place. So this week it's a little different. We're not focusing on Google AdWords or Canva. Today we are going to be focusing on a zip coding website called Esri. Esri is a really awesome platform and tool for digital marketers and marketers in general to understand more about their consumers and their organization's area. All of like locations, what people do, how are they driving to and from. So, first thing we got to do is find Ezra. So, you're going to go to Google and you're going to type in Ezra, and I would type in zip code. Okay, so the first thing that should pop up, mine, I've used it several times for different assignments, is it should pop up zip code lookup. Click on that one. There might be several other ones. Go ahead and do zip code lookup. Now, this is a free service. You don't have to pay anything. They'll track you, as you can see, so you're going to accept your cookies since we can't opt out of that yet. But this is a free service, so it's called a tapestry segmentation. And I think it's a really awesome tool that you can use in this class and other classes. I know I teach my marketing management students who are not on the digital marketing track this platform, just because I think as a manager, you should understand who your target consumers are. Okay, so this is what the webpage is going to look like. It's awesome. We're going to go ahead and do explore your community characteristics. So you're going to click on start exploring. And this is the thing that's going to pop up. Now, for your assignment, I believe I said to either do a hometown, ETSU zip code, or just something like specific to you. It might be special, it might be a vacation destination, or something cool like 90210, Apple zip code. So anything you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and do the Johnson City zip code. So it's 376, I think it's 01. Yes. Okay. So I typed in the Johnson City zip code, one of several. And in this, we have actually accidentally clicked on this, but it's really cool. We can see it anyways. Okay. So the tapestry that pops up when you type in any zip code, does not matter what zip code, just make sure you're semi-familiar with it so you can make comparisons. It's going to show you 3 different characteristics or tapestries about that specific zip code. And I want you to do the one that's highest. Now, I have run into some that are tied, and you can pick whichever one you're more comfortable with, your favorite, as long as it's tied. But if not, you're going to click the one that is the most predominant in the zip code. And specifically for this zip code, it's the 18.9% of old and newcomers. And you can do read more. So our neighborhoods are transitioning. Most of us are singles on a budget or renting because they're beginning our careers or ending them. Some of them are online. They play games and visit dating websites, watch movies at home, listen to country music, and read newspapers. You can also see the median income for the zip code, the county, and the state. You can see the median age, and since I accidentally clicked on college football viewers, you can also see the percentages of college football viewers. And it is Johnson City, so ETSU is located in its vicinity, and go Bucks. Okay, so go ahead and go back over here to, you clicked on this read more, and when you scroll all the way down, it's going to say click for more details, and it's hyperlink. Go ahead and hit that little thing. Now, this is going to take you to a more in-depth detail about the old and newcomers. So this is based on the whole United States. However, this is also very relative, and as I read this off, you're going to see that this is very relative to Johnson City. Okay, so who are we? We just read who they were. In my opinion, that seems very accurate. I see a lot of college students and people that are starting out in their career after graduating college or a community college, or people that are retiring. A lot of people come to Johnson City, specifically from Eastman, that are ready to just kind of chill and relax. Johnson City is not huge, so that's really good. So they have a lot of metropolitan city dwellers. Again, I just said that a lot of people that are retiring usually tend to come to these areas. They are predominantly single household, mixed married couples, usually have no children. I could see that. 55% are renter occupied. The average rent is $880. And you can go ahead and read more about their neighborhoods. Socioeconomic traits. This is really important. So the unemployment rate is lower than 5.1%, and average labor force participation is 62.6%, despite the increasing number of retired workers. So they're saying that there is more of labor force participation, even though there are several people that are retired. I feel like a lot of that is part-time. 32% of households are currently receiving Social Security. 31% have a college degree. 33 have some college education. And you can keep going down through socioeconomic traits. To me, that does seem pretty accurate based on Johnson City. I did live there for 6 years. So from what I have just observed, that does seem pretty accurate. If you scroll down, you can actually see all of like the ages by sex. There are actually more males, predominantly in their 25 to 29 age range. And then actually, this is really interesting. Females are more, there are more females 85 plus than males. You can see race and ethnicity. You can see net income and net worth. You can see what people are spending. What is their budget for their household? This is really important as a digital marketer because you can actually target specifically what people are spending their money on. Now, this is actually really rare. I've actually never have seen this before. Everything's basically tied. So in Johnson City, we put an emphasis on our budget based on basically everything. Occupation earnings. You can see where people ages 16 and up are working. Most people are in office administration. We have sales and related, food preparation and service industry, education, training, and library. I can see this being ETSU, and then management. And you can also see where salaries are falling. So education's around 40,000, management 60, office administration you can have 40 to as low as 20. So you can kind of see where occupations are in the earnings range. Market profile is another important key characteristic that I think you should really focus on. They have a strong sense of community. If you think of the Tree Streets, if you live in Johnson City, the Tree Streets has a yard sale every year. And I think I loved in college going down to the Tree Streets yard sale. I thought it was really interesting and fun. I would go take my dog and just kind of like dilly-dally around. They prefer cell phones to landlines. I've never seen a landline from the time I was in college until now. Entertainment. Obviously, the internet. You're using the internet right now. Vehicles are the means of transportation. Probably because Johnson City is not that big of a city, so we don't have like a transient system such as a train. We do have buses, and if you live on campus, you can use that as a means of transportation, but if not, you're probably using your vehicle or carpooling. Food is convenience, frozen, and fast food. We have a Pals. You know you love Pals. And then they usually do banking in person as to online. Housing. Housing is actually, there's a higher percentage of renters than there are homeowners. I think that is speaking volumes more to the retired individuals and college students. Okay, population characteristics. So you can go through all of that. It's not really necessarily required, but it is from the census of 2010. Esri indexes your wealth index based on the U.S. standards, socioeconomic status index, and housing affordability. Tennessee is actually known for affordable housing, so take that and except minus Nashville, it's actually not that bad of rent. Okay, on the last page of your Read More is all about the segment density. So I did say that this specific page is not tailored specifically to Johnson City, but it is specific to the people. So the old and newcomers, the dark spots that you see are actually where these people are located. And this is really interesting. So right here would be your Johnson City. There you go. Down here is probably more Knoxville. You got a little people up past Nashville. Down here is Memphis. And this is actually a really popular segmentation. It's spread out. It's like outside of Seattle, outside of Manhattan. We have all different varieties of people. And notice that they're specifically outside of the metropolitan cities. Miami is going to be somewhere down through here. And there you are. So it's kind of like your suburban life. So really just kind of look through all your characteristics based on the zip code you type in. It does not have to be Johnson City. It could be other zip codes in Johnson City. It could be your hometown zip code. It could be, again, a zip code you're familiar with or something you just want to research on your own. Make sure to read the discussion post. It does go with this video, and hopefully this has been very helpful and you can use this later on in your future careers or on future assignments. So if you have any questions, email me and I will be so happy to help you. We can set up a Zoom meeting. Other than that, I will talk to you all next week.